Kudus Mohammed could be making his debut this weekend. Friday night football kicks off with us Luton Town take on West Ham United. You can be sure we'll be following it closely here on the channel and bringing you updates on it. But after the fanfare, after the first day at West Ham, it gets down to business. Before then, players have spoken in. Former player Marco van Basten has lambasted his side Ajax of selling him. He does not see why Kudus should have been sold. He feels Ajax is a club that should hold on to players like Kudus, who entertains fans when they come to the stadium. We'll have a listen to what he had to say. John Painter as well has been pitching in on the Kudus conversation and describes Kudus as a mix of Yossi Benayoun and one other player. I'll reveal that to you today. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. Kudus Mohammed is a hammer. Come on, you irons, as he said in his first video that came out. Kudus would likely make his debut this weekend, but there have been comments coming in, especially I'll start with John Painter, who has described Kudus as a combination of Carlos Tevez and Yossi Benayoun. John Painter played with Yossi Benayoun at West Ham United and has described Kudus as such. Tevez also played at West Ham United. Former Ghana defender right back John Painter has described now West Ham United signing as a blend of former players Carlos Tevez and Yossi Benayoun. West Ham secured the Ghana international on a 5-year deal from Ajax. Painter, who played for West Ham, noted that the club's supportive environment will be the benefit of Kudus, his family, and the Ghana national team. Speaking, he said he's confident that Kudus' inclusion would enhance West Ham Premier League campaign, stating that Kudus embodies the qualities of both Carlos Tevez and Yossi Benayoun. For those who don't know who Yossi Benayoun is, go online and Google him a bit. You would find him an amazing player in the Premier League. Signing for West Ham is a great choice and a great decision taken by the young man. West Ham is a big platform with a big family, which opens great doors for every player that joins the team. This decision will help Kudus and his family as well as the Black Stars, and with his inclusion now, the Premier League campaign will be a great one. Kudus is a replica of Carlos Tevez and Yossi Benayoun. He's set to make his West Ham debut in the upcoming match versus Luton Town, and it will be interesting to see how he kicks things off in the Premier League. Cannot wait to see Kudus Mohammed in a West Ham jersey in the Premier League, exhibiting his talent in full glare of his compatriots in the English Premier League. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. He will be there to entertain, as he said, get the team going and work as hard as possible to get himself in a regular starting berth. He also revealed his favorite player is Lucas Paqueta, who signed 1 year ago for West Ham United. He went on to win a Conference League title, and we hope that Kudus, as he's joined them now, would be influential in getting them another trophy. You never know, it could be the Europa League. My next story has to do with not so happy Marco van Basten, who has said, why is Kudus going to West Ham? He has not been a happy bunny about that and has questioned the decision of Ajax letting him go. First of all, it was never really up to Ajax. The player wanted to move on. However, he was professional about it and went about his duties until both parties, that's the club and the selling club and the buying club, came to an agreement, and he, the player, got on with it. The Dutch football great Marco van Basten has criticized Ajax for letting Kudus Mohammed go to West Ham. He believes Ajax fans go to the stadium to watch the Ghana star, who joined the Hammers on a 5-year deal after 3 seasons at Ajax. Van Basten doesn't understand the rationale behind selling the 23-year-old just after a fantastic season with the club last year. Why is he going to West Ham? Why? Van Basten said in Ziggo Sport Football. He still has 2 years on his contract. Surely Ajax is in the business of making a good team, not just making money. What is the function of a football club? To entertain the public and give players the opportunity to excel, not just making money. What is the function of the football club? It's not just to make money, but I'll tell you that it's money that keeps the lights on. You can do all the charity work, you can be as philanthropic as you want. If there is no money in the club, things cannot be done. Well, he should know better. He played for clubs, he left clubs. Can he thoroughly say it wasn't primarily for money? You might try to downplay the importance of money all you want. You cannot, however, deny its importance in a decision by a club to sell a player who they bought for 9 million euros and they are now selling for 45 million euros after 3 years. Over 200%, if I'm not making. It's an astronomical investment coup, and why shouldn't Ajax take that? It's boggles my mind. What is the function of a football club, you ask? To make money. That's the primary function. It keeps the lights on, it keeps players coming in. To make money first and foremost. The rest is something we like to think is the main thing aside than making money. But making money is most important. You can try to make an impact, but you can make very little impact in society without having money. You can try to say to give back or to entertain fans. You can hardly entertain fans if there is no money to renovate the stadium, to maintain the stadium, to keep the place very beautiful. If there is no money, you cannot do all that. So Van Basten, if anything, should know better. You are going to sell people now because you will have money. He still has everything to show at Ajax. He has done well for a year. For him, people come to the stadium. Yes, he could be the reason people are coming to the stadium, but as you find out in a couple of years, people move on pretty quickly. And Kudus will, I will not say he'll be forgotten per se, but fans will still come to the stadium and will move on from Kudus Mohammed. However, Kudus has to do what is in the best interest of himself and his family, and that is moving on to a bigger stage, the Premier League, and to a bigger club, more or less, in West Ham United. It's a stepping stone to greater things for him. How long can you keep Kudus Mohammed? He was never going to be at Ajax forever, and now that his market value is high, it's also in the best interest of Ajax to get him for this price. I think it's fair. I think he's just throwing tantrums, if you will say, in this whole situation. But let me know what you think in the comments box. Do you think he was right? Should Ajax have held on to Kudus any longer? I don't think he was. So that has been it for today. Yossi Benayoun, Carlos Tevez makes is who Kudus Mohammed is, and Marco Van Basten, not a happy bunny about Kudus leaving Ajax. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.